I went gluten-free about a year and a half ago because it turns out that gluten, wheat flour, was the cause of my migraines. I'd been getting migraines for about 10 years and I had no idea that it was a gluten insensitivity that was giving me migraines. So in that time, I've found plenty of alternatives to like pasta and bread that are gluten-free that are great. But the one thing that I haven't really found that I still crave is a good equivalent for flour tortillas. So I was really stoked when I saw these at the store. These are gluten-free tortillas from Mission, and I figured I'd give them a try today and let you know how they are. Now, even if you don't have any interest in gluten-free tortillas, I'm going to be making a quesadilla and I'm going to show you my tips for making your quesadillas even better no matter what kind of tortilla you are using. Now, before we begin, I should note that this is not sponsored or anything. I bought these tortillas with my own money. This isn't a branded deal or anything like that. These tortillas are more expensive than regular flour tortillas. These were just over $5 and you only get about 6 of them, I believe, in a bag. Yeah, 6 tortillas. So these gluten-free tortillas are quite a bit more expensive than just a regular pack of tortillas. So let's see if they are worth the money. Oh, and if you're wondering what these things are made out of, it is water-modified food starch, rice flour, vegetable shortening. So it sounds like the main ingredient here is rice. There's also some potato starch, but definitely not a wheat flour, which contains gluten. And with that out of the way, let's make a quesadilla. And just in case you don't know what a quesadilla is, they're very popular here in Southern California and America, where I'm at. Basically, it is a Mexican dish of 2 tortillas. There's cheese in between. You can put meat, you can put whatever you want, but basically it's 2 tortillas with cheese and fillings inside. And by the way, if your idea of making a quesadilla is just throwing tortillas and cheese in a microwave, there is a better way. And that better way is in a pan. This is a cast iron pan. You guys, if you watch this channel, you know that I love cast iron. Works great for making quesadillas. You could also use a non-stick pan. First thing we'll do is just heat the pan over about medium heat. This is a 10-inch pan. And we're not going to put our tortillas in just yet. By the way, this is promising so far because these faux flour tortillas actually smell like flour tortillas. Flour tortillas have a certain aroma to them that I just absolutely love, and it's something that I've really missed. So they at least smell like flour tortillas. Now I'm going to put a knob of butter in here. This is just maybe about 1 tablespoon, half a tablespoon. And this is going to add flavor to the tortillas and also help with sticking. So if you're using a pan where tortillas might want to stick, this butter is going to help. And it's flavor. I mean, it's butter. We used to have there's a saying in culinary school and kitchens that fat is flavor. Okay, now I'm just going to put my tortillas in the pan and I'm just going to kind of warm them up. People make mistakes when they make quesadillas and that they just either throw them in the microwave, don't do that, or they just kind of plop them with some cheese in a pan. You want your tortillas to be nice and pliable. You want to warm them up first. As for the cheese component for the dish, I'm just going to use, this is some prepackaged queso cheese. You can use whatever you want, a Mexican cheese blend, or just cheddar if you like that. Do what you like. All right, I'm going to flip these tortillas a bit. Again, we want to get these nice and malleable. And we don't want them to fry. We just kind of want them warm enough to be a little more flexible. Okay, so that's nice. I'm going to put the buttered end on the bottom, and that way that'll actually crisp up a little bit. And now time for the cheese. Again, use as much or as little cheese if you want. If you're adding meat, obviously make sure that it's already cooked because the meat is not going to be able to cook if you just plop raw meat in here. You could also add chilies, peppers, whatever you like. I'm keeping this simple. I do like to add a little bit of a taco seasoning. Try this next time you make a quesadilla. Just add a little taco seasoning, and it really kind of spices things up. You can get it? It spices things up because it's a spice. Okay, and now I will put the top part of the tortilla back on. Again, the buttered end is on top here, and we'll just kind of let this cheese melt. We're cooking over medium heat. This will only take a couple minutes. Guys, this is like one of the original fast foods. Okay, let's take a peek here. Yeah, our cheese is melting, so now we're just going to flip this. Oh, look at that coloring, that's beautiful. That looks like a flour tortilla would look. That is absolutely beautiful. And see, you get this nice browning because we buttered the pan. If we hadn't buttered the pan, you wouldn't get this nice browning color. Yeah, this looks really good. Okay, and our cheese is pretty much melted. That is it. I'm going to take this out of the pan, just kind of let it rest for a second. Then we are going to try this gluten-free quesadilla. Okay, let's give this a try. I'm really excited about this because the only quesadillas I've had for the past like year and a half have been corn flour quesadillas. And you know, they're fine, but they're not the same as flour. So here it goes. That tastes like a flour tortilla. Yeah. This tastes like a wheat flour tortilla. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, so I think they did it. I think they've done a really nice recreation of a wheat flour tortilla. It is thin and light like a traditional flour tortilla. The color is right there. The texture is very similar. This is so cool. I'm genuinely excited about this because I've really missed flour tortillas. I mean, you know, it's like, again, I found really good substitutes for breads and things like that, but I haven't found a good gluten-free flour tortilla. And I'll say this is good. These, I will be buying these again. Again, they're not cheap at over $5 a bag for six tortillas. You know, you're spending nearly $1 per tortilla. But you know, even if you make a quesadilla and you're spending about $2 in tortillas, that's still going to be, you know, as much as or less expensive than what you would get in a restaurant. And of course, you can make it at home in no time, and you know exactly what's going into the food you're making, which is one of the reasons we cook in the first place, is because you know exactly what's going into the food you are eating. And there you go. That's what it is like to cook with and eat the new Mission gluten-free flour tortillas. Again, I'm super stoked about this because it means that I can have something like a flour tortilla again that's not going to give me migraines. So if you found this video helpful, please give it a like. Would love to hear your own comments if you try these things. And as always, if there is a topic you want to know about or a question you have, please put that in the comments below, because I guarantee if you are thinking about it, others are too. So would love to answer that question and maybe even make a video of it in the future. Thank you for subscribing. For those of you who have, I really appreciate those of you who have found this channel. And if you are new here, welcome. My name is Chef Matt. This is I Want to Cook. And until next time, I hope you want to cook.